The Washington Animal Rescue League is a very unique facility in that we were founded in 1914 specifically to protect horses that were overridden and overworked. Well, throughout the years, we've evolved into something much larger and much greater than that. We have incredible philosophy and policies and programs in place here. Our adoption services, our volunteer program. We have programs that serve the low-income community.
It's very upbeat. Everybody treats the dogs with love and respect, and you see the dogs just blossom here.
We house approximately 1,000 animals a year. These animals come from a life of trauma prior to entering the animal shelter. Many of them abused, neglected. Our goal is to create a calm, soothing environment for these animals, a holistic environment for these animals until we can find them permanent loving homes. We have incredible programs that promote the well-being and the health for domestic animals throughout our community and beyond. We founded our SHARE program in October of 2001. It stands for Shelter Animal Relief Effort. It was specifically set up so we can utilize our resources and apply them to the shelters that need us the most. So we partner with 30 different shelters in 13 different states throughout the United States.
We visit other shelters who unfortunately may not have the resources or the setup that we do here at our shelter. We have a medical facility, so we can take in animals that have conditions or illnesses that they might likely have been euthanized for at a different facility.
These are animals with fractures and that have been hit by cars, that have diseases that can't be managed in a shelter environment. I don't know of any other shelter that's like this.
We've saved a lot of lives through our SHARE program.
I actually don't know any other hospitals that actually, the doors are primarily open to take care of people that don't have the money to have their pets cared for.
Ever since 1919, we've been providing free or low-cost medical care for the animals of the low-income community.
So a good day is really when we have the waiting room full of people that really couldn't get care anywhere else, bringing the animals in here that maybe haven't seen a vet for years.
We also have our Love Fund, where very special donors specifically contribute money to go into animals that require medical care beyond our normal everyday treatment to these animals.
Well, the Love Fund is probably one of the most extraordinary things in any veterinary facility anywhere. We have a lot of volunteer specialists that come in from all over the region. We have an ophthalmologist that's here. We've got an orthopedist who's just been terrific taking care of these fractures for us. We're showing that actually compassion can be the primary driver for veterinary medicine. Our biggest mission is to make sure that the overpopulation crisis, which it really is decreased a bit.
We'll spay and neuter any animal, regardless of the guardian's income within the Beltway, for free.
The medical center is a wonderful place. This is a very modern facility. I've worked in so many hospitals in the DC area. I really wouldn't want my animals to go anywhere else.
The only way we're going to make change is really focus on the future, and the future are our children. So we go to schools throughout our communities, give an 8-week humane education curriculum. Many of these kids, all they know about dogs are those dogs living in backyards on chains, or cats are those feral creatures in the alleys. They don't know what it's like to have a dog sleep on their bed. Many of these children have never heard a cat purr. So it's important to bring them to us and see these animals in a much more natural, happy environment. And to watch these kids get it and understand that and relate and empathize with these animals is very rewarding to us. We were housing animals in the traditional prison-like environment. Central cell block looking, standard chain link fence cages. And our goal as humane societies, animal shelters, is to find these animals permanent loving homes. We're working against our missions by housing them in this environment that breeds anxiety, frustration, depression, and aggression. We can no longer accept the traditional way of sheltering animals. It absolutely does not work. So it was important to have our facility catch up with our philosophy. I went to shelters all across the world, but I didn't find the place that would set global humane standards. So it was important to create that environment. Now that we're open, we've increased our capacity by 66%. They're getting adopted much, much faster than they were prior, and obviously we're adopting out a lot more animals.
So when is he going home?
Next Sunday.
Oh.
Each unit has its own air exchange, decreasing the spread of common airborne diseases by 90%. We have chlorine all throughout the building. It doesn't hold bacteria or germs. It's easy to clean. We've got glass block opposed to the traditional cinder block or concrete that allows this natural skylight just to penetrate throughout the building. Heated floors, elevated beds, self-filling water bowls. The cats, it was important to give them an environment where they could eat, sleep, and eliminate in a separate area. Yet we went beyond that. We've given them 2 perches for different vantage points. We've given cats additional playrooms. We allow them to run loose in the room throughout the day. We've set some pretty significant humane standards here. We've set other shelters up for the future of animal sheltering. We're leaders in the animal welfare movement on a global level. Well, the biggest challenge through this entire project, obviously, has been to raise the funds necessary. That's a challenge for any shelter environment. But you have to do it. It has to be done. And we need, and we ask, and we continue to ask for support to make this happen. And we're so fortunate that we have the generous donors of our communities and corporations to support us. We've created an incredible environment for our animals here in Washington, D.C. We're on the cutting edge of changing the stereotype of animal shelters from dark, dingy, dirty places where animals await in fear and loneliness until they're euthanized to a place where they could thrive, a place where we can set them up for success, and a place where the community can come together.